Oh, you believe that Kendra and young Jock were getting along well? Yes, darling. There are whispers that Kendra is pregnant, and the controversy will blow everything up. But guess what? Jock is not the biological father. You won't be ready for this one, I promise, since there are reports that the man who deceived her isn't just any old man. Rather, it's someone Jock trusted. The aftermath, which included smashed glass and cameras swarming the house and the individual, was like something out of a reality TV screenplay when Jock learned. The truth is that the man behind this betrayal isn't just a casual hookup. No, it's someone close to Jock who has been smiling in his face the entire time. Kendra has been sneaking around with. Oh, this will surprise you. Jock didn't just lose it when the truth was revealed. Instead, he lost it. How did Kendra manage to keep a secret for so long? And who is the mystery man? Hold on tight, because the TN is going to leak. The tea that is currently emanating from Jock and Kendra's universe is hotter than ever, so it's scalding, okay? This recent bombshell is on a whole new level. Congratulations, you played yourself after all the adultery scandals and reality TV drama. If you've been following young Jock and Kendra's relationship, you already know that they've been through a lot, so allow me to take you back. We're discussing the complete ugly reality TV starter pack, including adultery, gossip, public humiliation, and side chicks appearing out of the blue, and Kendra has somehow supported Jock. Although she deserves praise for her tolerance, what she just revealed demonstrates that even Kendra has her limits. As of right now, we know that Kendra is expecting. This announcement should normally be joyful, but what's shocking is that Jock isn't the father. Yes, you heard it. According to experts, if you think that's terrible, wait a minute because it gets even dirtier. I'm referring to the same untidy sources who are always aware of Jock's affairs before he is. Although the DNA test indicated that Jock was not the father, Jock actually learned of the pregnancy from a leaked medical report that allegedly verified Kendra's pregnancy. Father, and trust me when I say that Twitter went haywire within minutes of that report going viral online. After all was said and done, Kendra could not have possibly done Jock any harm in that manner. Asichi was the one creeping while Jock was out here defending Kendra. But wait, it gets worse. Because Jock lost it when he realized. Sources claim that Kendra was pregnant and that Jock was out running errands when his phone began to explode with missed calls, texts, and the headlines. Oh, they were nasty. Since Kendra wouldn't actually do something to him, Jock didn't believe it at first, believing it was some cruel joke. But then all went wrong when he saw the DNA report that had been leaked. Witnesses reported seeing Jock pacing back and forth while muttering to himself, shaking his head, and perspiring. Additionally, it is said that he hurled his phone so forcefully across the room that it broke on the floor. According to one report, Jock continued exclaiming, "This can't be real. This can't be real. Oh, but it's real." Jock got into his car and drove home after realizing that Kendra had been lying to him the entire time. The energy changed when Jock walked inside the house, which is where it becomes intense. Kendra appeared to be looking through her phone while lounging on the couch, as though nothing had happened. Kendra didn't even bat an eye, but instead gave him a bored look and said, "What are you talking about? Excuse me? Girl, don't play dumb." Jock allegedly stepped closer and said, "Don't play with me. You know what I'm talking about." Jock then barged in, slammed the door and said, "You have something to tell me." "I'm pregnant." Kendra shrugged, and that's all you need to know. Witnesses said that the Jock pounded the wall so forcefully that it left a dent, kicked over the coffee table, and knocked over a lamp. Oh sis, Kendra was sitting there looking indifferent while he yelled at her and demanded to know who the father was. The Jock wasn't the only one who turned up, so this is the portion that will leave you stunned. Unfortunately, just when everything was ready to collapse, guess who entered the room? Kirk Frost was the one. Yes, that is the same Kirk Frost who has been avoiding cheating scandals for years, who has been grinning in Jock's face the whole time, and who was Jock's alleged pal. You could see the instant it all clicked in Kirk's mind when he entered. When Jock turned to face Kendra and said, Hits him. Witnesses claimed that Kendra just crossed her arms and remarked, "You wanted to know who the father was." Security had to physically hold him as he approached Kirk. Kirk allegedly said, "Hey man, it just kind of happened." But in fact, he didn't. And the worst part was that security dragged him out of the house while Kendra and Kirk stood side by side, watching Jock go completely crazy. Jock was screaming at the top of his lungs, "You're supposed to be my brother. How could you do this to me and Kirk?" Actually though, Jock isn't the kind to just up and leave. In fact, he's already calling his lawyers. "Kirk, oh honey, if you think Joe will let him get away with this, think again. Kendra, oh sis, might have started a war she isn't ready for." Social media is exploding, as you well know, and Kendra is just acting like a jock. No one has time for this clumsy behavior. Therefore, Kirk Frost needs to take a seat. Sincere, he should summon his attorneys as quickly as possible. How long has this been going on, though? And did Kendra truly think she would get away with it? This issue is about to have nuclear-level repercussions, so we're just getting started. Chalk isn't going to let this go, and the fact that he found out that Kendra is pregnant with Kirk's child was just the beginning. Oh, the consequences are coming. Let's continue where we left off since, according to sources, Jock was visibly angry, seen sitting in his car after being violently dragged out of that house. You had better stay locked in because, believe me, this scandal is far from done. This was about embarrassment, not just betrayal. Kirk, oh Kirk, didn't even have the grace to feel bad about Kendra's pregnancy by one of Jock's best friends. No, he actually laughed in Jock's face. Kendra didn't just cheat. According to witnesses, he sat there for 15 minutes without moving or speaking, just breathing heavily as though he was trying to prevent himself from acting irrationally. His phone just started ringing once more, but this time it was the shave rather than the gossip vlogs. Kirk and Kendra were reportedly spotted holding hands at a posh lounge in Atlanta the same evening. Within minutes, the paparazzi's photos went viral on the internet after they saw them entering together and seeming totally unconcerned. Then, as Kendra was out here winning, Kirk and Kendra went out together, making Atlanta's newest power couple. The Jock spirals seem silly. The Jock apparently snapped after seeing the pictures. Oh my God. Kendra and Kirk were both sent directly to voicemail when he contacted them. "You better call me back. You think this is funny? You think this is a game?" The Jock yelled into the phone, according to sources, but Kirk wasn't worried because, guess what? Kirk sat next to Kendra and went live on Instagram Live. Excuse me, but it appears that Jock was sitting at home watching this in real time while trembling with anger. Kirk sneered at the camera while Kendra was drinking wine, adding, "Y'all need to mind your own business. We get over it." An insider CL said that Jock truly screamed, "Oh hell and no," and flung his phone across the floor before getting into his car and heading directly to Kirk's house. Apparently, Jock didn't even knock when he got there. Instead, he just approached Kirk's front door and started hammering on it as though he was going to knock it down. This is why the neighbors are still discussing what happened that night. Jock allegedly lunged at Kirk as he smirked and opened the door, saying, "You good, bro?" "Oh no, he's not. You think it's funny. You think you can just take my girl and get away with it." Jock yelled as he grabbed Kirk by the collar and threw him against the wall, according to witnesses. Kirk allegedly shoved Jock back and replied, "Relax, bro. It's not my fault Kendra chose me." And that was that. Then, according to reliable sources, Jock lunged at Kirk, hitting him so forcefully that Kirk landed back against the wall. After Kirk staggered back, the altercation escalated into a full-fledged fight. On the other hand, Kirk had the gall to laugh and say, "Yeah, you are the security guards who forced Jock out of the house, and guess what?" Jock left with a bloody lip and a torn shirt. When security arrived, Kirk was reportedly screaming, "This isn't over. I'm not done with you." Kendra, meanwhile, was just standing there drinking as if nothing was going on. But Kirk was standing at the doorway, seemingly completely indifferent, adjusting his chain. It gets even better because that same evening, a new video, yes, another one, leaked online when Jock was driving home. This one is awful since the video depicts Kendra conversing with an unnamed male while seated in a poorly lit hotel room. Joss doesn't even know he still thinks we're going to work things out. Kendra is heard saying in it. The man whose face is hidden responds, "Well, what he doesn't know won't hurt him." Kendra then adds, "I'm just waiting until the baby is born." Social media went crazy in a matter of minutes, and Twitter was on fire, so Kendra was planning this the entire time. Well, once the DNA results are out, then Jock will have no choice but to move on. The video sources show that Jock was pacing around his house in a rage, saying repeatedly, "She played me, she really played me." Kirk and Kendra are outright villains, and Jock isn't just angry. He's in the mood for retaliation because he reportedly has already contacted his lawyers. Since insiders are now claiming that Kendra and Jock had a prenuptial agreement, he may have a case against Kendra and Kirk for emotional distress and defamation. Kendra may lose more than just Jock if Jock can prove that her adultery caused her to suffer psychologically and publicly. According to reports, Kendra and Kirk have gone into hiding. Kendra has apparently vanished entirely, and Kirk has ceased returning his calls. Jock isn't going to let go though, and he has already set up an interview with a significant news organization. Reveal all that Kirk and Kendra did to him, but the true questions are how long this has been going on. Did they really believe they would get away with it? And, most importantly, will Jock bring them both down? The impact from this story is about to reach devastating proportions, so you had better stay plugged in because this drama is far from done. Let's pick up where we left off. Jock's revelation that Kendra was having Kirk's child was just the beginning. He is now not just furious but also ready for war. Kendra and Kirk may have put themselves in a precarious situation from which they cannot escape. After the violent argument at Kirk's house, Jock was not going to stand by and allow Kirk and Kendra to degrade him in that manner. The very following morning, Jock reportedly called up his legal team, by which I mean the same formidable attorneys who have represented some of the biggest stars in hip-hop, because he wasn't happy to settle quietly and was ready to make them pay. Trust me, Jock had a plan. He desired to go public, alleged that Jock is trying to ruin Kirk and Kendra's entire reputation in addition to pursuing revenge. And guess what? According to insiders, Jock had been keeping an eye on Kendra's dubious activities for months, so he had the receipts to back up his allegations. He allegedly sent his attorneys a packet of evidence, including surveillance footage, bank statements, and phone logs, apparently demonstrating that Kendra had been secretly seeing Kirk for over a year. The worst part was that Jock had invoices that showed Kirk had been financing these secret meetings with money from their joint business account. We're discussing expensive gifts, exclusive dinners, and opulent hotel stays that were all funded by Jock's money. God forbid, but hold on, things get worse. Kirk wasn't just having an affair with Kendra. He was also using corporate funds to support the affair, according to reports from Jock's legal team, who advised him to bring a charge of fraud and embezzlement. Kirk might suffer serious financial consequences if Jock pursued that litigation, and as you are already aware, social media was consuming this, thus Kirk was cheating and stealing. Kirk shared a photo of himself standing in front of a Rolls-Royce on Instagram just 2 days after the altercation. The caption read, "Y'all stay out of grown folks' business, we get over here. Excuse me," and you can guess who was sitting in the passenger seat. Indeed, Kendra was sitting there beaming as if she had no worries at all. Things took a sharp turn for the worse at this point because of the nasty remarks. Kirk and Kendra will really lose everything, so Jock had best get his money back plus interest. Kirk, you guys are really flaunting this now. You think it's sweet that you got his girl pregnant by stealing from him. Jock wasn't going to let Kirk get away with it because the next day, when Jock appeared on The Breakfast Club, he revealed everything. You should sue him immediately. Jock didn't hold back when asked about the situation with Kendra and Kirk by Charlemagne, DJ Envy, and Angela Bly. When Charlemagne questioned him about how he learned about it, Jock merely stated, "Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Kirk betrayed me, and they did it right under my nose." Discovered the same thing you all did from the blogs. And when Charlemagne asked him about the fight, Jock laughed and said, "Let's just say Kurt got what he deserved, oh my God." Jock went on to say that he was pursuing legal action, and when DJ Envy asked him if he was going to file charges, he replied, "Let's just say my lawyers are handling it." But Jock didn't stop there, because later that same day, he released a single, yes, a whole diss track, and posted a video of the song on Instagram that featured the lyrics, "Don't play with me. He took my girl and my money, and now I'm taking it all back." Nevertheless, social media went bananas because you two are so pitiful, Kendra and Kirk. Within a day, the song Jock's Revenge, which was about Kendra and Kirk, rose to number 3 on the iTunes hip-hop rankings. And guess what? Conversely, Kirk and Kendra were both silent. Sources claim that Kendra canceled her Instagram account and that Kirk hasn't been spotted in public since the altercation. Things take a humorous turn at this point. Because Kirk is now getting more attention from his other women, numerous women have reportedly contacted gossip websites to claim that Kirk had affairs with them when he was dating Kendra. According to one woman, Kirk even promised to provide for her financially, and she is now threatening to expose him if he doesn't. God forbid, and CS Kendra isn't taking it well. According to insiders, Kendra has been hammering Kirk's phone with requests to find out the number of other women in the world. She apparently became much more irate when Kirk requested her to calm down. According to sources, Kendra has even left Kirk's house, and there are allegations that she has even contacted a divorce attorney. You read it. Now that the song has been played, Kendra might be trying to get a divorce from Kirk. Jock's doing great, and you can't make up. After the song's release, Jock reportedly secured several views and club appearances, and according to insiders, he is already negotiating the release of a follow-up song. However, given that Kirk's other ladies are coming forward and Kendra is acting menacing, the true question is whether this is the end for Kendra and Kirk, or if more drama is on the horizon. Joker is grinning as he watches everything come apart because divorcing him could lead to the messiest split Atlanta has ever seen. Joker will ultimately prevail in the conflict, although may have lost Kendra. The issue now is if Joker and Kirk's romance is over or if a messier fallout is just around the corner. Joker may have started the legal process and released a diss track, but Kirk isn't going down without a fight. And Kendra, well, if those divorce rumors are true, things will turn ugly very fast. The true question is whether Jock should sue Kirk for fraud and emotional distress, or if he should just move on and focus on Kendra and his profession. Is just a publicity gimmick, or do you think she will genuinely go through with that divorce? If even half of those rumors are accurate, Kirk may lose everything. His money, his image, and possibly his position in the reality TV industry. Don't forget about the other women who have come forward. Opinions on this one, and remember to click the like button if you're devoted to this drama. Currently, this drama is superior to reality TV, so be sure to subscribe and enable notifications because the upcoming update will be even more thrilling. You're not ready for what's about to happen, I assure you.